Hello everyone and welcome to another edition of Kuramawian, and let's get straight to business. So this week I finally finished the Spring Boot tutorial, and it was a very good tutorial. The only problem with me is that I take a little bit too I take too long to finish tutorials because I really like to make sure I really understand everything that I'm seeing. I don't just like go with the motion. I need to make sure that if you ask me, Izzy, what is this about? I'm able to give you an answer. So I take my time, but I really think it pays off once I start building a project. And I truly recommend this tutorial, the Ultimate Spring Boot course. And then he has another one, which is a like a follow up. This is for data JPAs, and I thought about taking it as well, but I'm like, man, I need to start building. Like, I need to start really honing down the Spring Boot so I can add it into my tech stack so I can start looking for jobs and building projects and stuff. So I put this on hold. He also has it on free code camp. So the first part is 7 hours and 34 minutes, and then it starts with the second one. So if you're learning Java and Spring Boot, take a Java course like the one from Bro Code. Take the first 6 hours and then jump straight to this tutorial with Spring Boot because it's really going to help you. The instructor is very good, Ali Bo Ali, and again, he has 2 parts, and is also available. The 2 parts are available on Free Code Camp YouTube channel, so I truly recommend that. Now, what is the tech stacks? It's going to be TypeScript, React, Tailwind on the front end, and then I want to start using Clerk for the authentication, using Supabase, but only its database, Java and Spring Boot in the backend. So I really started working on this project. It's a to-do list app. I already have the login and the sign up not working but functioning from the Clerk authentication because I've never worked with Clerk before. Now I just need to make sure that everything connects. So I'm struggling now like to put the pieces of the puzzle. So I'm taking my time to really make sure. So for instance, I build a decent backend first, just something very minor. The controllers, the DTOs, and making sure that the entity connects to the Supabase database. So if you go to the Supabase table editor, here, you're able to see the ID, the task, if it's completed, the user ID, and the created at. So I did that with a SQL command, and now it connects. And I already tested it using Postman. So I was able to do that, and now I'm working on the front end. So what's happening right now is I need to make sure I find a system that works for me because this is the tech stack that I'm using moving forward. TypeScript in the front end, Spring Boot on the back end. So I really need to find a system that works for me, that makes sense in order for me to get going fast. Just the setup alone, it took me a little bit. So I need to really figure it out what's going to work for me. And I wanted to show you, if you have made it this far into the video, this is the repo that I'm working on. So if you have experience like working with Spring Boot and React, please, it will mean a lot if you can go into the source code, not to look at the code. I just want you to look at the files and let me know if you think there's a better way for me to do this. So I'm going to be working on this moving forward next week, and to really get comfortable with working with React on the front end and Spring Boot on the back end. So right now I'm putting the pieces together to make sure that everything makes sense, but it's like, the back and forth going from the back end to the front end. So I did the post request and the get request to get the users, and yesterday I was working on the authentication for Clerk. I was just working on getting it set up, but I don't know if I'm approaching this the right way. I know what I want to do. It's a to-do list app. So should I do the back end first and then connect the front end, because I can do that a lot faster than the back end? So instead of just doing like a little bit and then connecting, so I think I'm going to really rethink my approach, because I'm just going to think back to the program. My backend developer, he was completing the backend, and then all I had to do was tap into the front end. So I think that's what I got to do. I think I need to approach this as a backend developer first, finish it, because I know what I want to do. It's just a to-do list app. All I want to do is make sure that the user signs in, signs out, and whenever a user signs in, I need the task for that particular user. And I need to be able to assign tasks, complete them, and show when they were created and delete them. A CRUD application. So I think the approach should be for me to first tackle the back end and then do the front end because I already know how I wanted it to look. It's nothing crazy. So yes, so that's where I'm at, and it's being fun. But I really need to find a better system to get the ball rolling with this tech stack that I have now. But yes, this is final. This is what I'm going to be using moving forward for all of my projects, and I'm really looking forward to everything. If I'm totally honest. So yes, that's basically all I have for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next one. Peace.